Hello everyone. I'm very happy to be here. I'm very privileged that I'm part of this event. And also I've been in this company for the past 11 years where I witnessed the progress of this project, of one of the most biggest infrastructure projects in the UAE. Let me catch up with where we are right now before starting with sustainability part. We're Etihad Rail right now. Right now, we're having 900 kilometers of railway network of the UAE National Railway Network. We started our first operation in 2016, where we started the full operations in 2023, where we have an operational logistics railway where it will move many thousands and millions of tons per year, as well as we're looking into the future of having the passenger station. Speaking about Etihad Rail and what would it bring to the economy itself, we're expecting over 200 billion economic opportunities over the next 50 years, starting with 100 billion of savings on moving on the transport and the travel sector, and over around 24 billion of savings on the saving of the emissions. That's all for us to make the goal of 2050 of a net zero strategy of the UAE. I would like also to share some potential points on the highlights where what we are doing right now and what's happening right now on Etihad Rail itself. We've moved since 2016 for our partner ADNOC over 55 million tons of granulated sulfur. This goes, just to put it in a presentation, this goes from Shah Habshan all the way to Ruwais. There were those rigs for ADNOC that we started moving by rail, the products of the granulated sulfurs. We've moved so far again 55 million tons. When in 2023 we finished the project from Ruwaifat all the way to Fujairah, linking 11 main terminals, passing by 4 main ports in the UAE, starting with Ruwais, starting with Khalifa Port, DP World, and Fujairah Port as well, linking all areas in the UAE. One of the main area which helps to move trucks off the road and help the CO2 emissions, where we have in Al Ghail, in Ras Al Khaimah, where we move the stones from Fujairah and Ras Al Khaimah to Dubai and Abu Dhabi. So far, what we've done so far since the beginning of the year, we've moved 2.5 million tons of aggregates from Ras Al Khaimah and Fujairah, and we've moved as well as 227 containers for our clients. That's only for the past 8 years from the beginning of the year. Speaking of Rail Direct, it's a sustainable solution to move across border, for the cross-border move. We have made that terminal in Ruwaifat border, linking close to Saudi Arabia borders, that moves the products from the UAE all the way to that terminal, coming up all the way to Saudi and the GCC with trucks. Just to put it in perspective, those are the terminals which serves this terminal, and then the rest goes to the GCC by trucks. Speaking about the future and what's happening, I believe this is one of the most interesting part of the audience here, where passenger services, where Etihad Rail is currently moving goods. Our future goal is to move also people around the UAE. It's one of the most sustainable solution to move people around the cities and the countries, as well as if you see. All of us travel to Europe, all of us travel to countries which actually use railway of moving. We're very excited to bring this on. We are connecting 11 cities of the UAE, starting from Asila all the way to Fujairah, and we are expecting over 36 million passengers by 2030. For now, we are not only national, we started going international, and we're very proud to have the 238-kilometer link to Sultanate of Oman. We've created a company which is called Hafid Rail, which is a JV between Mubadala Investments, Etihad Rail, and Oman Rail, linking all the way to Suhar Port. By this link, it will be linking 5 ports, including our ports as well. With the proven success which Etihad Rail done by moving bulk and moving those kinds of sulfur, and we've been assigned to look into a project in Jordan, and recently this project been announced with a 2.3 billion $2.3 billion of investment, moving 16 million tons of phosphate and potash, linking Al-Aqaba port all the way to the potash mine and the phosphate mine. Coming to the sustainability, where Etihad Rail has the sustainability and the ESG part of our DNA. Look into those main pillars at Etihad Rail, which is being a good neighbor. I'll take you through those pillars one by one in the coming slides. We do care about the environment. Our main goal, looking into to have a sustainable move and caring about the neighbors. We consider ourselves our good neighbors for the community, not interrupting any movement around the railway or any communities around the railway. Coming to the caring of the environment, that's our second pillar, where we do look, our locomotives is a tier 3 locomotives. Mainly, if we put it in a perspective, one train would take off 300 trucks. So one train would pull 300 trucks off the road. That doesn't mean we're competing trucks. We're actually working with our partners. I can see them sitting here as finishing the first and last mile. We complement each other on this railway and logistics to have the most sustainable move. As well as we look into recycle our products. We've signed so many contracts and with our partners to look into recycling our products and our construction part. What do we do for our people? Mainly our people would have to have at Etihad Rail this based on them as well, as we have the employee volunteering policies, encouraging employees to participate in the community initiatives, coming into the culture of the employees, making sure that we do have the health and safety and environment and quality as well to be embedded with the teams, having the right teams and the champions of each department to make sure that this is going into the right path with one goal of the sustainability to have 2050 net zero. Speaking of the excellence, it doesn't stop here with Etihad Rail, where we look into as well our partners, our customers, and our people coming in to use that rail as well, where we bring in the most sustainable move, where we make sure that our partners and clients are using the main sustainability and adding to the credits from Etihad Rail as well of moving a sustainable move. Just to leave you with this last as our ambition for a low-emission railway. Putting back into the 300 trucks, that one train equals 300 trucks, we're aiming to reduce to 21% of CO2 emissions. This is what reduction of CO2 emissions on the transport sector by 2050, and 8.2 million tons of CO2 reduction annually by 2050. Thank you.